guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. So today we're gonna go ahead and hop into another no item run. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the giant form stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. This is a very annoying stage because the team sucks ass. The team has gotten, like on JP, this Great Ape Vegeta is like almost the first unit this team has gotten, like, and forever. Like there's just like nothing new on this team, right? Now, Great Ape Vegeta, he is really good. He has definitely some flaws, but for sure, there would be like a lot of like runs. Like, okay, if you're a free-to-play player or something like that, or a newer player, and you pull Vegeta, Vegeta can certainly help you clear a lot of stages in the game, right? Because again, he has a flawed design, but he is good. He is a top tier unit, one of the best units in the game, even with his flawed design. You guys are gonna see in this stage, like, look at the damage he, like, it's just sickening. Like, in Super Battle Road stages, he pops that AoE, like, the amount of damage he takes for the amount of damage he does is really good in Super Battle Road, right? Like, he's very powerful. Keep in mind that this stage in particular, this giant Extreme Super Battle Road stage, every single phase, there is a Goku. Every phase. So, what that means is every single fight, we're going to see Vegeta, you know, getting his intro, which, remember, gives him an extra 3 ki and 60% attack. Kaioken Goku is still good even without fighting a Vegeta. Vegeta, though, I feel like he really, really needs to get the intro to really make him look good. Now, Cumber saved us right there. Cumber is not really that good at this point. You know, his defense is pretty low. He's not really doing good damage. But the one thing about Cumber is he's got that 50% chance to stun super class enemies, right? So it's like, you know, some of these turns, it's like you literally just have to gamble, like hope that Cumber gets a stun, because if not, we're dead regardless. Now this giant stage, this only took, I don't know, 3 or 4 attempts. I did this on stream on 5-9 Gaming last night. Again, it really wasn't so bad, only 3 or 4 attempts. These are actually the first attempts at no item I've ever done on this stage. I beat it once, you know, with like AGL Tapion and stuff like that, like when, you know, this stage first came out, and it was so annoying. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not hopping back into this again. This is annoying. Global, of course, got the 3 Great Ape EZAs, the Kid Goku, the Raditz, and then the AGL Great Ape Vegeta, which allowed a lot of global players to get this done no item. I was waiting for them, but Great Ape Vegeta dropped, and, you know, that's gonna work also. The problem is, Giants, again, still has an extreme lack of good units. So, rather than go double Tapion, I actually did choose to use Vegeta himself. Now, remember, we're doing Giant no item, but the team I'm running is actually Great Ape Power, Giant 8 Power, right? So that's why I'm using, like, the GT Great Ape Vegeta and, like, AGL Tora and shit like that instead of, like, you know, Metal Cooler. Demigra is a solid option, you know, the units that are actually on the Giant category. See, that's what's crazy is that, like, Demigra sucks, but it's like in this stage, like, yeah, like he's a better option than like most of what the team has got, right? And then, you know, the various transformations, Great Ape transformations here are helpful. Like, we were able to finish off Kaioken Goku. I mean, Kaioken Goku so very easily could be right at the start and super attack and just inflict a bunch of annoying extra damage on us. So those transformations do help. Notice that my Vegeta is 1 link away. He has all level 10 links except for Shattering Limit, which is level 9 at this point. So he is, you know, nearly maxed out. Great Ape Vegeta is not really super good. The GT Great Ape Vegeta, excuse me, not the LR, but the Great Ape GT Vegeta is not really good, right? Like, he's just so basic in his kit. Like, he needs an easy, he needs more. But he does link up fairly well with LR Great Ape Vegeta, which is very, very helpful, right? So that's going to allow LR Great Ape Vegeta to really, you know, maximize his damage, and then also ki is not going to be an issue. That's the other thing with Great Ape Vegeta, is that in a lot of situations, I can really see him struggling for ki, LR Great Ape Vegeta. I think ki is going to end up being like an issue for him, seriously, in a lot of situations, right? But like in this run in particular, this type of run, we're not gonna have any trouble with Great Ape Vegeta and his ki, because, you know, we're in Super Battle Road, so it's like, obviously, you know, he's far and away the best unit on the team. We have to put him in slot 1 anyway, so he's gonna be able to get the extra 3 ki and attack from being attacked before he attacks every single turn. And then, of course, every single turn has also got a Goku enemy, right? So with the Goku enemy, he's gonna get 3 ki. Because, like, that's the thing. If you're using Vegeta in, say, like, the Ultimate Red Zone, right? So it's like you wouldn't be going up against a Goku. That's 3 ki you don't have access to. And then, honestly, in a lot of situations with Vegeta, you might want to run him in slot 2 or slot 3. If you're doing that, he won't have the extra 3 ki from getting hit at the start either. So, again, ki can be a major issue for him. Now, in terms of the units that we're using here, there's not really too much for me to talk about else, honestly. We are only restricted to using Giant Ape power units because that's what Vegeta's leader skill is, right? The category leader skill we're running is 150% across the board, and then 4 ki. The 4 ki leader skill is actually really good for the Great Apes. If you guys notice, throughout this run, like, a lot of these Great Ape transformations, I'm able to either double or triple super with these characters. Because of the fact that, you know, we're starting out, again, with 8 ki, which is so helpful, because the reason the Great Ape mechanic really sucks is because these Great Apes come out and they have 0 links activated. They almost should, I don't know, Great Apes just need a lot more. Even Vegeta's Great Ape is just like, I feel like a full, I would have to double check this, I mean, but I feel like a full turn of Great Ape Vegeta is less impactful than Goku's Spirit Bomb. Kaioken Goku's active skill Spirit Bomb. I feel like that, like, is stronger and does more damage than probably a full turn of Great Ape Vegeta super attacking and shit like that. Because just the Great Ape mechanic is just subpar. I mean, it's nice that Vegeta's is an active skill, but I also think they made his HP requirement is a bit too low, 40%. I would feel a lot better with Vegeta's active skill if it was 50%. Or if it was, like, you know, 59%, because Goku gets, you know, sort of like the Goku number 59%, you know, like, restriction for his active skill, which I think is fine, because there's no turn restriction or anything like that, right? So it's like, we could take Goku into Super Battle Road stages, you know, be able to chain his Spirit Bomb, chain that stun and shit like that. Whereas Vegeta, it's just going to be a little bit more uncommon. I mean, as I have used Vegeta in difficult content, I certainly have been getting his active skill to pop. Like, I've seen it pop a couple of times, right? Going into the Ultimate Red Zone and stuff like that, because the Ultimate Red Zone is actually so crazy, right? Like, they easily can drop you down to that low health. Now, when we were in Great Ape form with Tora, I did attack. I split up damage a little bit between the Vegeta and the Piccolo, because, again, I was just trying to whittle them both down. Vegeta's going to take massive damage from Great Ape Vegeta, but they both just barely survived with just a sliver of health right there. So it might have been better had I had Great Ape Tora just focus all of his attacks in on, like, Piccolo. And then it's like, yet again, we're put in a situation where it's like, Cumber gets his stun or we lose. But Cumber did indeed get his stun right there, so we have nothing to worry about, right? It's like, dude, if Cumber does not get that stun in, boy, it just does not look good. Like, that stun is so big for this run. LR Great Ape Baby is another character who has aged quite a bit. We can see the huge difference in damage between what he's doing and what, like, LR Great Ape Vegeta's doing, and Baby's defense and stuff like that. But the one thing about Baby, right, that can be very good is that Baby can debuff with his 18. I think he debuffs with both super attacks, his 18 ki and his 12 ki. So we could potentially take advantage of that. I believe I decided to gamble right here and think that the good links for Great Ape Vegeta and my Great Ape Vegeta I can finish the rotation off, I believe is what I decide to do. And then I have Baby just get the AGL orbs at the end just to heal up as much as possible. I was just trying to think if Vegeta, the Great Ape LR Vegeta, would do enough damage to the Super Saiyan Goku right here to where Great Ape Vegeta could sort of potentially finish him off. And that is what happens right here. Oh my god, dude, that take a long time. All right, yeah, anyway. But I believe we do finish Goku off on this turn. Again, this is where Great Ape Vegeta and this AoE just does so much damage. This is a good turn for him because he's, you know, taking double digits right here. Well, I mean, 900, it's not completely double digits, but it's essentially, like, Vegeta's tanking right there is definitely very, very good. So it's like, you know, you can have a lot of turns where this Vegeta is going to look absolutely silly, which we have already had. In this run, LR Great Ape Vegeta's looked very good, right? Like, this is an extreme Super Battle Road stage, right? It's not like this is just some piss baby easy stage right here. And, you know, there's a lot of players out there who for sure would struggle to beat this stage in particular because of how bad the category roster is. So Vegeta coming in here and basically just being able to lay his penis down and just say, yeah, I'm single-handedly winning this, is very good. I mean, yeah, he does pretty much single-handedly win this. Great Ape Vegeta and Cumber, right? Like, pretty much every other unit on the team doesn't really matter. It's just Great Ape Vegeta and Cumber are, you know, carrying everything. One other thing, too, about Tora, by the way, that I think is very helpful. Tora on the Great Ape team is healing 18% HP at the start of every turn, which is pretty good, right? That is a pretty substantial heal. So, you know, just that extra little healing will really, really help us out quite a bit. I think we get very lucky here. This is I remember, like, loading into this turn and, I mean, oh, like, we're dead. We lost, right? Because it's just, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Tapion and Kid Trunks at this point. I just feel like they're probably hitting too hard, right? For, like, all these other characters to potentially, like, take these hits and these damage. So it's just like every single turn, I'm like, yeah, we're probably done right here. Cumber takes that hit. I'm glad no, both of those attacks were from Trunks. Okay. So that's very good that Cumber is physical. You know, we've had a couple of turns where we're being attacked by int type enemies, right? So it just helps out. It just helps out an awful lot right there. Cumber just allowing us to just skate on by. Then we get to this turn. Yeah, okay, so here's where attack debuffing really was able to shine. I believe we do kill Tapion here and potentially Trunks on this turn. But not Goku. But the thing about Goku is, remember, Cumber greatly lowers attack, and then Tora lowers attack as well. Tora, again, has got some tech. Even though his attack stats suck, his defense sucks, right? You know, he's going to link up well, he is supporting, he's got the heal, and he has the debuff. So he can at least contribute to the team. But I believe Tora gets a double super attack on this turn, double debuffing Goku. So Tora double debuffs Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then of course we also have our boy Cumber with the debuff from last turn. So that's just going to allow us to, like, really neutralize that Super Saiyan 3 Goku's attack, so we don't have to worry about him just sort of disintegrating one of these lesser units. Because, of course, Great Ape Vegeta, you know, the int one, the GT one, we do have to worry about him as well, right? That int GT Great Ape Vegeta, he would take an awful lot of damage from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? So we end up settling on this. Tora does still link up pretty well with Vegeta. Again, things like Shattering the Limit, Saiyan Roar, right? You know, a bunch of these types of links he does have activated. Saiyan Warrior Race. So Vegeta, like, this is a, you know, a good turn for Great Ape Vegeta right here. He's getting substantial support from Tora. Man, if Vegeta was able to have his passive active right there, that would be good. But here we get the double debuff on Goku, and then that allows us to skate through just as long as, like, Trunks or Goku don't super attack right here. Look at that. 15k is not bad at all. That's all the debuffs we hit on this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Just covered him in debuffs. And then, bam. See, the 100k damage we took right there, that was from Trunks, right? The kid Trunks, who hasn't been debuffed, did 100k. But then Super Saiyan 3 Goku's been debuffed to hell and back, so he's only doing double digits. And then there we go, boom, that's it. Making it through that turn right there gets us the W. So let me know what you guys think of Giant Form, Extreme Super Battle Road, no item. So at this point, with this done, I actually do have every single stage in the game no item now. All of the red zone stages, all of the other events, all of the current Super Battle Road stages. This was the only stage I hadn't had done because Giant had gotten no buffs on JP in forever, right? So now they're all done. And I guess at this point, I'll just slowly wait for, you know, the Super Battle Road stages to slowly be added, right? Because remember, the Super Battle Road, you know, they're doing like sort of like one stage per celebration now, rather than just like dropping like, you know, 10 of them at once. I think I am okay with that. Because if like all these celebrations would get like a Super Battle Road stage, a support memory, maybe an extreme Super Battle Road stage, and then like a mission for the Legendary Vegeta event or the GT Legendary Goku event. Like all celebrations got like that type of stuff. Like it's fine. It's a bunch of stuff for each celebration stuff to do. So I actually am not really too opposed to them doing that, rather than just having like, you know, nothing going on and then at once they drop 10 stages, right? The only thing about them doing one stage at a time is no free-to-play LR, is certainly, I would say, like a big negative about that, right? Because like some of those free-to-play LRs are actually pretty good, right? Like especially I think after their EZAs, like I like that Goku and Bulma unit. I do think they're solid, right? And some stuff like the physical LR Kid Gohan, he is actually still pretty solid at this point. All right, so there we go. We'll go ahead and finish up. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the build I have for my Grade 8 units, link levels and equips, stuff like that. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.